Now. So good evening, everyone. Here we are. I hope that all of you are doing fine. And today we are going to review the past perfect because that was the topic that many of you had certain issues in the exam. And we are going to continue with the following chapter, but I'm just going to give you a quick explanation of a grammar, which is gerunds. So we're gonna learn about that. Well, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you listen to me?
Yeah, we're listening.
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. All right. Well, so here I go. Let me open the whiteboard because I want to explain something to you. Just give me a moment. Okay, here we are. Hold on. Okay, now what we are going to do is that we are going to give you, I'm going to give you the sentences that we had in the exam. And if you have the answer, you can, you can say it, okay? This was the topic where you had to change the sentences to the past perfect, okay? And what I did was that I gave you different sentences in present and in past because I wanted to see how you did with this type of sentences. So we have sentence number 1. When you see me, I come. How would you change this sentence to past perfect? What would be the correct way to say the sentence? If you have the answer, you can raise your hand in Zoom and I will give you the opportunity. So we are going to start with Noraima. What do you say?
When you saw me, come. I had come.
Okay.
I think.
When you saw me, give me a second here, just one moment. Oops, I don't know what's going on with my camera. Okay, so when you saw me, comma, I had come. You see? Very good. That is perfect. When you saw me, oh God, hold on. I don't know what I did. When you saw me, I had come, right? Um, I don't know if you remember that last week I told you that in the past perfect, you have two parts, okay? Two clauses. 99% of the times when you see when together with a sentence, this sentence is the one that is in simple past, okay? The clause that has the word when is the one that normally has the simple past. And then the other is in past perfect itself. Someone is writing. Let me see. Right, Adrian. Okay. Yes, Magdalene, you have a question or do you want to go to the number 2?
No. Now I see that my focus was just in the past perfect.
Oh,
I believe I didn't put the simple past. Was my first problem in this case.
I see, I see. Yes, the first time we explained about this, we said that one part has to be in simple past and the other has to be in past perfect. Because if you do the two parts in past perfect, then you're not talking about two actions, you know? You're gonna have a confusion in there. For you to talk about two actions in the past, one needs, one needs to happen first than the other. And if you put the two sentences in the past perfect, then the two actions happened at the same time, not in different times, you know? The two of them, not one before and not one after. So that's why you have to make sure. Then we have number two. And who has number two? That's a long one. That's a long sentence. Who made number two? Who got it right? Who knows what you have to put in there? Jesus, what is that? Horn. Only Noraima and Madeline are the ones. Oh, Anuhan, Annabelle, what do you say there?
Um, I put by the time you made that mistake, she had fixed everything.
Okay, so I'm gonna put by the time you made, right, that mistake. I'm not gonna continue. By the time you made, simple past. That mistake, she had fixed everything. Very good. It's very good. Yes, that's how it goes. You see? Then we have sentence number three. Sentence number three. Okay, you know what, guys? Let me erase everything. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it there because I want you to see this. Okay, Annie Vicente, what do you say in the number three? What do you have?
I have studied when Michael has arrived.
Okay,
Arrived.
I had studied when
When
Mike.
Michael has when Michael had
Arrived.
arrived.
Okay. Now,
Sí.
okay, now one question for you. We have two parts of the sentence, okay? We have two parts. We have I had studied and we have Michael had arrived. What is the problem in this sentence? There is a problem in here that we have to correct. And we can correct it with a very easy thing, in a very easy way. We can correct it easily, okay? Let me see. Yes, Madeline, what do you say?
The mistake in the second part is a had because
Right.
just in the simple past because in the first part has the past perfect.
Okay, very good. That's right. We have to erase had from the second one for two reasons. Number one, we already used had at the beginning, right? And number two, I told you that the sentence that has when, you see, when Michael arrived, the sentence that has when is the one that normally goes with the simple past. Don't forget, look, number one, when you saw me, simple past. This one, when Michael arrived, simple past. You see? So be careful with that. Then, I don't know what's going on with these mosquitoes, I tell you. Number four, who, Bajaris, yes?
Okay.
The teacher had postponed the exam when I called.
The teacher had postponed
The exam
the
when I
exam.
called.
The exam. I'm just gonna, when I call.
Teacher, sorry, I can say when I called, the teacher had postponed the exam.
Yes, because there is no problem. We say that.
Okay.
Remember when I talk about interchangeably, it interchangeably was that
Yes.
you can change the position of the clause of the part of the sentence. If you say, when you saw me, I had come, it is the same as I had come when you saw me. It's the same thing, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, everyone see this again, see this. You have, whenever you have when, look at that. I called, simple past, right? So basically, there you have a trick. Any sentence that you have to convert to past perfect, and you see that there is when, whatever is after when has the simple past. And the other part has the past participle itself. You see, we have 3 cases like that. Samuel, do you want to go to the last one?
Yes. I had went. I had gone.
Oh, okay.
I had gone to the US many times.
Okay, very good. You see, this is just a
Yes.
simple sentence, okay? I told you when we started with this topic that you have 2 parts of the sentence, right? You have one that is in simple past and you have the other that is in past perfect. If you don't have the 2 of them together, the 2 clauses, is not a complete sentence. It's just a simple sentence, just to say. So the last one is just a simple sentence. It's only one. There is no commas, there is no dot, there is no when, there is no by the time, right? So the try is I had gone to the USA many times. Noraima, you have a question?
I was gonna say that one, but you already said.
Oh, okay. So very good. You see, this was the exercise that you had in the exam and that you had to change to this part. I know that many of you arranged the sentences the way you want it. When I say the way you want it is what the jury's asked. What about if I put I had come when you saw me? Well, I put it correct. There was no problem. But there are many of you who only did the first part. There are many of you who forgot that one is simple past and the other one is past perfect. And I gave you, you know, half of the points, etc., etc. But you are supposed to have the 2 clauses correct to have it correct. So that's what it is. Okay, now I would like to know if you guys have any questions, any comments, any complaints about the exam or about the subject, any question that you might have. Okay, so no questions, very good. I have told you that I really like this group because I don't have to talk that much. So, okay. Right, so we're gonna continue then. Give me one moment here. Let me stop sharing. Let me show you, and this is gonna be very brief today. One question for you before we start. one question. Let me delete all this. I don't know, computer is kind of slow here. Hold on. I stopped erasing a long time ago. But anyways, what is gerund? If a person asks this question to you, what would you say? What is gerund? Do you know what gerund is? Any one of you knows? What is gerund? Albania?
So, teacher, I don't know how to explain a lot in English, but I think gerundio is the particle E-I-N-G that we put to the verb.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, but I don't know how to explain so much.
okay. The ing form,
Yeah.
the ing termination, the ing ending, right?
Mm,
We put in a verb. Yes, that is true. That is correct. So gerund is the ing form, the ing ending that we put in a verb. Now the question is, for what reason would you put the ing form or this ing termination in a verb? Why? That would be the question for everyone. What do you guys say? When do you put the ing in a sentence, in a verb? Oh, okay, Olaini, when do you put it?
And when we are doing the action in that moment. For
Okay,
example, I'm talking right now. Estoy hablando ahora mismo.
oh, when doing the action at the moment, right? Okay. Now, one question for you. What is the grammar that you use when you are doing the action in that very right moment? What is the name of the grammar that you use to say that you're doing something right now? What's the name of that grammar? Oh, you guys don't know? Okay. I will give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. It starts with present. Oh, yes, Leandro. Go on.
Teacher, the present continue or the progress
Okay.
or the present progressive.
Present continuous. And it has a nickname. Okay? It has a nickname, and the nickname is progressive. It is the same thing. Present progressive and present continuous is the same. Okay? And the present continuous, how do you form it? How do you form present continuous? Yes, Magdalene, how do you form it?
With the auxiliary to be
Mhm.
and the next verb with ing.
Okay, okay, right. Okay, now, I don't want you to get confused with gerund itself, okay,
Yes.
and the present progressive. I don't want you to get confused with that. Present progressive, you form it with to be plus a verb and the ing, okay? But gerund is not the same. Gerund is only this part that we said at the beginning. It's only the ing form. Now we're going to see how you can use gerund, okay, in a sentence which is not in present continuous. That's what we are going to see right now. There are three ways. There are three ways, okay? 3 ways to use gerunds. And if you are following me, we are in the book, we are in page number 45. So we are in page 45, just to let you know, okay? You can use, sorry, what's going on here? Give me a moment. I'm getting lost in here. Oh, okay. Now, I'm not gonna write that much. I'm going to show you the book so you can see it. Here we are, okay? So as you can see, the book says here, look, it's not me telling you, it is the book. A gerund is the ing form of a verb used as a noun, right? Gerunds can be subjects, objects of verbs, or objects of prepositions. They can also be in the negative. Now, let's see the first example. Who wants to read the first example? The first one here. Who wants to read it? Go on, Magdalene, go on. And Annabelle, you're gonna go to the next one.
I enjoy traveling to exotic place.
Okay, before you continue, here we have a gerund form, you see? But in the gerund form that we have here, we don't have a present progressive sentence, as you can notice, right? But we have the ing form here as an object of a verb. You know why it is an object of a verb? Because it's after, right? It is after a main verb. And the main verb here is enjoy. Okay, so I enjoy, right? And then traveling to exotic places. So this gerund here is an object of the verb, okay? And in the United States, Americans, they use that a lot with enjoy, with go, you know? So I go walking, I go running, I enjoy running, I love traveling, I love talking to you. You see, I love eating candies, right? So whenever you use gerund this way, is an object of a verb. So that is one way we can do it. Yes, Berjoris?
No, teacher. It's okay. I want to read only that.
Okay. What about you, Magdalene?
Teacher, but I saw always that we use gerunds with another verb, but it's not with every verb. We can use with every verb or just with some verbs.
You cannot use it with everyone. And when we finish here, I'm going to show you a list of verbs that you can use it with. It's not with everyone, but it's here. It's here. After here, After this part that we're explaining, you are going to see the ones that are accepted and the ones that are not accepted.
Okay.
Yes. It's kind of confusing because we use it whenever we want it, although it's not correct, right? People understand you, of course, but it doesn't mean that it is right. So be careful. Here we have the second one. And I don't want to go to the second one. I want to continue to the number 3. And I gave the opportunity to who? There was a person that I said.
Me.
Okay, go on, Annabelle.
I look forward to breaking the routine.
Okay. I look forward to breaking the routine. To breaking the routine, right? Now, what happened here? Well, before breaking, you have a word. And what is the grammatical name for that word? For to? What is the name of to grammatically? Yes, Leandro?
A preposition.
A preposition. And when you went to the institute or when you were giving English 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe the teacher told you that whenever you're gonna use a verb, if there is a preposition before it, you have to put the verb in the ing form, okay? And that's what happened here. As you have to here, you have to put the following verb with the ing form. And that becomes an object of a preposition. Why is an object of a preposition? Because whenever you have a preposition before a verb, you have to put the verb with the ing form. Very easy. For example, you say, I'm not good. I'm not good. Sounds weird. I'm not good at speaking English, right? To be good at. Whenever you are going to use a verb after at, which is a preposition, you have to put the verb with the ing form. And that's what we call object of preposition. Now we have the last one, okay? And let's see if anyone wants to read the last sentence there. Ani Vicente, go on.
Permiso, mi amor, que voy a leer, espérate. Disculpe. Exotic traveling is only fun when I can watch on TV.
Okay, you see? Now, here we have gerund as a subject. As a subject, you know why? Because we are talking about traveling. So whenever you're talking about something in a sentence, that something becomes the subject. For example, you can say, you know what, Alberto? Driving fast is dangerous. Okay? Driving fast is dangerous. And let me put it here. Let me put that one here. Let me put that one here for you. Okay? You can say this, driving fast is dangerous. You see? Here you have a gerund form. But this gerund form, you don't have a preposition in front and you don't have a verb in front of it. That means that this is a subject because whatever you're saying there, okay, whatever you're describing there is about driving. So driving becomes the subject. Gerunds become subject. It's very easy to know it because 90% of the time, gerunds are at the beginning of the sentence. So whenever you have an affirmative sentence and you have a gerund at the beginning, that is the subject. It becomes the subject there. And the subject is easy to identify because if the sentence is saying something about that, that becomes the subject. Example, speaking a lot with the students is boring. You see? So whatever I'm saying is related to speaking. So speaking becomes the subject of the sentence. And that's it. That is gerund. Now, gerund, you can use it in 3 ways. Don't forget. You can use it as an object of a verb, as an object of a preposition, and as a subject, as you can see here. Of course, there is a negative way that you can do it, and the negative way is very easy. You only have to put not in front of the gerund form. I enjoy not traveling. I look forward not to breaking. Exotic traveling, no, this one, okay, let me tell you one thing. This one, the subject one is the only that cannot be put in negative with a particle not, okay? Because as it is the subject, the main verb is conjugated with it. For example, exotic traveling is, you see, the verb to be is being conjugated with traveling in here. So that's the only one that you cannot put in negative as we put it in here. You see, I enjoy not traveling. I look forward not to breaking, but here it doesn't follow that rule. Just in case if you thought about it. Maybe I'm going too fast, maybe I'm not, but when you study in your house this week, you're gonna study and I'm gonna give you an exercise that you will have to do with gerunds. And if you have any question during the week, you can write me, you can talk to me, you know, and I will clarify that for you. Now, there was a person who was asking and saying that gerunds cannot be used with all the verbs, right? And that is true. That's right. In page number 46 here, in page 46, you have a chart, and this chart is telling you which verbs accept gerund here and which verbs don't accept gerund. You see? Annie Vicente, you have a question?
I have a question about the before sentence.
Which one? The last one here?
No. Yes. What is the difference, teacher? Sorry, my children. What is the difference between the first sentence and the third?
The first and the third, or the first and the last? This is the first.
This is the first.
This
and
is
the third.
Okay, the difference is,
Yes.
the difference is that gerund is in front, not in front, I would say. Gerund is after a verb. You see here, this is the main verb. So gerund is after that. That's right. It is called object of a verb here. You see? Now the third one, gerund is in front of, I keep saying in front, is after a preposition. You see this preposition here. So that's the difference. One is after
Oh,
the
yes,
verb
yes.
and the other is after a preposition.
I can do. I can stand.
All right. So here, just to finish, you have a list, okay, of verbs that you can use with, when I say that we can use, I mean, this is going to be the main verb in the sentence. Like here, look, the main verb in the sentence, you see, enjoy. So enjoy is the main verb. After enjoy, you use gerund. But there are verbs that you cannot use gerund after them. And these are here, you see? These are here. What you use instead of gerund is the infinitive. You have to study this list. This list is difficult, you know, because as we use these verbs a lot, you get confused and you can put gerund in one that doesn't take it and vice versa. But that's not a problem because in the language practice, you get used to this when you speak a lot, right? You don't learn it by memory just because you see the chart. You can learn one or two, but you're gonna internalize them when you speak a lot, when you practice with people that use them also in a correct way. And that's it. Now I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to give you 4 minutes just to see if you have any questions before we finish the class. I explained this very quick because I know that you already know this and you will have your chance to study at home so you can practice. And from maybe tomorrow or Sunday, I'm going to give you another questionnaire. I'm gonna give you an exercise. You see, one of these exercises that we have here, I'm gonna send it to you, but wait for the exercise, all right? Wait for it. Don't rush because we are almost in Christmas and we have to take it easy. Yes, Annabelle?
I want to know when are we going to have the last exam and how many lessons are left?
Well, we only have 2 lessons left. This one, which is number 5, I guess. This is number 5. And we are going to finish at lesson 6. So in lesson 6, we will finish and the final exam will be around, let me see. What day is today? Okay, the final exam will be around the 11th. So in 2 more weeks, 2 weeks, we'll be taking the final exam. Any other question?
Profe, yo creía que iban a terminar más temprano.
Yes. The 11, do you believe that the 11 is late?
Yes.
No, it's not late. We normally finish on the 18 or the 19 in the university, normally.
This is the
And remember,
virtual teacher.
yes, that's right. We can finish even later because we are just at home and you can connect from any part. You can go to the countryside or everywhere and you can take your exam from wherever you are.
That's true, teacher.
Yes. It's just the way you see it. Now you don't have to go to the university. You can go wherever you want and take classes from wherever you are. So that's it. That's it for today. Make sure you do your homework because I'm not giving chances anymore. I gave many chances and we are only missing 2 more weeks. And I'm not gonna stress myself with a person who's not doing homework. You know, people are dying, people are having strokes, heart attacks,
Yes.
and I cannot be one of them. So I will see you later.
Bye.
All
Bye,
right.
teacher.